Okay. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello.
Okay.
Oh,
Hello.
hello, everybody. Hello. Ay, ay, ay. Damn. All right. Hello. Welcome to Lewis Schaffer Uncooked. This is day 157. I've done this for 157 days. I skipped one day. This is too much. It's like an ordeal for you people, and for me, it's an ordeal. It it's an ordeal. I think it's too much. Anyway, thank you for coming into our show. This is the 15th of November, and it is so bleak in England. Oh my God, is it bleak? Is it bleak? I never noticed how bleak it was. Maybe I did. Of course, I noticed how bleak it is, but it's proper bleak. November, I said this before, November is the bleakest month. It's dark now, 5 o'clock. Dark. You can't see. Let's close the window here. You don't want to know that I'm in a basement in Brooklyn. Anyway, so Gnome Hunter is here. Good to see you. So that's how I'm doing. I'm not doing that. I'm doing all right. I think I'm doing all right. I sold something on Vinted. I put up a pair of jeans that were given to me. 501 Levi's jeans. I sold them for £10 on Vinted. We'll see if we get the money. No flag, Lewis. There's a flag over there. There's the flag. Can you see the flag? The reason I don't have the flag is because I think it's easier to read that. Or maybe I can move that to the other side. Whoops. Maybe I can move that to the other side. Hold on a second. Let's see. I shouldn't do this. How about like to there? No. I mean, I want to put the English flag up, the British flag. Hello, Claire. Hello, MC Scott. Hello, Keith Bexley. My eyes are going bad too from reading all of this stuff. There's a bit of the flag. Can you see it? And I'll try to go here so you can see it maybe a little bit less. There I am. Oh my God. Thank you very much. Welcome. Today was it was a good day. It was actually a very good day. I don't know. I'm just so used to saying it was a bad day. It was a very good day. We've got the flag here. I sold something on Vinted. That was a good day. I found out what a smashed burger is. A smashed burger is basically instead of like making it look like a burger in your hand and then putting it down and then having the inside a little bit red, which is not going to kill you, probably it's not going to kill you, is they take a lump of burger and they put it on the plate and then they mash it. They take a round disc and they smash it and they make it more burnt. And because it's burnt, or whatever it is, or cooked, it's the Maillard. Do you know how to pronounce that? The Maillard. Whatever that's called. The Maillard taste. It's burnt. It sounds yummy. And then not only that, so I had a double. I'm not going to say what the place is. Maybe it's not a ripoff. It's just a hamburger. I had a hamburger for £14, which is 17. I don't know what's happened. Maybe I'm getting old. Have the prices gone up for this stuff? Why have they gone up? I don't know why they've gone up, but it seems like it's really high. Wasn't that the ship that landed in the colonies? I don't remember whatever. I know what you mean. There's a joke in there, but thank you very much. But it's £14 for two hamburgers. Who knows how much the actual weight of the hamburgers are in raw meat? All I know is I go and I buy my meat. I go and buy my meat at the shop, and it's so cheap. Well, that's not even so cheap, but it's like instead of paying £14 for two hamburgers, I could pay 2 pounds. 2 pounds. How simple is that? That's as simple as we need to be. As we 2 pounds for raw beef, and that's what we should be eating. We should be eating raw beef. Who is eating raw beef? And then I'm watching Twitter, of course. Well, here's the jeans. I've got them wrapped up already. I gotta just go down to the place, and they'll put a label on it. They'll put a label on it. How great is that? That's just so brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant. Joe is here, Lewis's angel girlfriend, Claire. Yes, she is an angel girlfriend, but that doesn't mean that you other girls can't be Lewis Schaffer's. Lewis Schaffer cannot be an angel girlfriend. Caroline Cooper, you could be an angel girlfriend. Joe can be an angel girlfriend. Maltese Phil can be an angel girlfriend. Anybody can be an angel girlfriend for Lewis Schaffer. And Maltese Phil had a delivery of beef today. Yeah, so that's great. The best beef in Malta is tasty. I don't know. If it's a small island, there isn't as much agriculture as there used to be. But maybe it is tasty. It's from Ireland. There you go. I knew it. They had to fly it in. And all meat is frozen, and then they defrost it. I cut it into pieces, and then I put it in the refrigerator again. So my meat is double frosted. Is it safe to eat? That's the question. And I would say it is safe to eat, basically. And then walking around, I went into Tesco's and I bought. I don't want to say it because Claire's going to get really upset with me. But I had what they call a cream slice, a Tesco's cream slice, about 300 calories each. I had 2 of them, and then I had an apple. That's 250, whatever it is. It was just too much sugar, but I'm not going to eat anymore. I'm not going to eat above a certain amount. I woke up today, I weighed, I don't even want to tell you how much I weighed, because I had the bread yesterday. I had bread. Anybody who's been following me, I can't have the bread. Always paid a packet of bacon in the Tesco's halal. Always put a packet of bacon in the Tesco halal section. I mean, the whole country's going to be Tesco. It's going to be a halal section. Welcome to Britain, the halal section. Not that we should do that. We should be loving to people who come from other countries. That includes me. Anyway, so I've had a high carb thing, but I'm having a cup of coffee, iced coffee, but it's not real iced coffee because I bought a can from Tesco's of espresso coffee, already pre-made espresso coffee. It tastes all right. What's the difference between halal and kosher? I don't know. Obviously halal is stolen from kosher or whatever. It's the same principles as kosher food. Kosher food basically says there's certain foods you can't eat, that the food has to be killed in a certain way. Donna, this is Donna Aylesbury's question. It has to be killed in a certain way. Now people are saying, oh, this is immoral because you're not stunning the animal before you kill it, which is what they do. Nowadays the modern method is they hit it over the head. And then they kill it. This is what it is they have to, the knife has to be super sharp. It can't have any imperfections. I don't know. I wasn't kosher as a kid, but it has to be super sharp, and it has to be super sharp, and you have to kill the animal in one stroke. You can't sort of hack at it while it's living, torture it to death. You can't do that. So it isn't about torturing the animal. It's the opposite about torturing the animal. But as everything has to do with the Jews, it's like lies upon lies upon lies. So they're trying to say that kosher is torturing the animal. And if halal is a similar way, it's also about cleanliness. Though whenever I go out in Peckham to the halal places, I'm not saying what they look like. You have to kill it on the neck, on it, just like a one thing, and the blood comes out. It comes out of the brain so quickly that it's almost like the animal doesn't know he's been killed. The fact is that we should say a prayer for the animals and feel for the animals that are dying. I mean, it's not good to die, but the truth is that all animals in the wild die horrible deaths. Am I right? They all die horrible, horrible deaths. With kosher, no one buys it, as its intended market are too tight. Anyway, so there we go. Okay. If done right, the animal will lose consciousness without feeling much at all. If done right, the blood will just come right out of its neck, and you're gone. You're gone, basically, or the animal's gone. But like, let's say you're a wild animal. You're a cow. You're a cow in the field. You're a cow in the field. How are you going to die if you're a cow? Let's say you're walking in the field and your foot falls in a hole. Your foot falls. Oh my God! Your foot falls in a hole, and you break your leg, and you can't move around, and you're in a field. How are you going to die? How are you going to die? It's not a pleasant way to die. You're going to be eaten alive by other animals coming by. No, because but he can make that joke, Trucker from Reno. But unless you can't make that joke, and even if you can make the joke, it's not the right joke. But I appreciate it. I just didn't read it. It's not good to. I'm saying it's not good to die. No, but if you're an animal, any way you're going to die is not a happy, healthy. You're not in bed. You're not while someone's taking care of you. You're out in the field. You're in the woods. You can't run around. You're getting weaker and weaker. And other animals come and bite you to death and eat you to death while you're living right there. It's a horrible, 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 horrible way. That's, I mean, I am not kosher. But supposedly is that if you don't have any halal meat, it's okay to eat kosher meat. This is what I've heard. I don't know. Delete the other stream. Are there two streams here? Why are there two streams? Hold on a second. Do I have two streams? Why are there two streams going at the same time? Thank you very much, Kermit, for pointing this out to me. Something's happened to my computer. Now my computer is going super slowly. Okay, so I got two streams running at the exact same time. I don't care. My thing is running so slowly. Come on. Okay, I'm checking this right now. Just bear with me. Oh, there are two streams. No views 23 minutes ago. How do I delete this? I don't know how to delete this thing. I'm going to have to go up to here. I'm going to have to go to YouTube content to delete it. I'm not good enough for this stuff. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. Where is this? YouTube analytics. Analytics. Let me content live. Okay, that's this. I'm just gonna delete this. Delete forever. Okay. Okay, let's get back. Let's go back there. Thank you for being patient with me. I appreciate it. But thank you very much, Kermit. I'm deleting. I'm deleting this one. I don't know why this is being deleted. I don't know how to delete that. Is it deleted now? I think it's deleted right now. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. I remember when the pig escaped in Tamworth, the Tamworth pigs. I once tried talking to a cow, but I don't think it was listening. It's like everything I said went one ear and straight out the other. I guess that's a joke. That's a joke. I'm back here. I'm back now, Caroline, but thank you very much. My little chickens are showing up on egg production, though. Only 17 today. My little chickens are slowing up on egg production, though only 17 today. You made 17 eggs. That's so good. I went and bought 30 eggs. It cost me £8. 30 eggs. Is that a good price? I can't tell. I can't tell if that's a good price. Anyway, so here is let's get back on track to what we were discussing. Where's a pen? Where is my pen? Where is a pen? Can I have a pen? Why am I always losing my pens? Maybe this is the pen. Here is a pen. Here is a pen. Layout, editor, full screen. Hey, Paul 525 UK has subscribed. So that makes we're up to 1,177 subscribers. I know what I've said to all you people. I've said to you people that I have 9,579,000, but that is not true. So I want to apologize to you. I was lying to you. Don't put yourself down, Lewis. You are good enough. Thank you, Claire. That's not a really great compliment. What will you do if there is an egg crisis, Lewis? I'll eat red meat and wait for the egg crisis to be over. So, £2 for 6 of mine. Where do you sell them? You sell them by the side of the road. Let's say, so that means 6, and I bought 30 eggs, so that is 5 times 2 equals £10. I paid 8, maybe something like that, less than £8. So I paid £8. So I saved £2. But where are your eggs? But your eggs have been. What do you feed your eggs? That's the kind of eggs that I want. Eggs that are fed with worms and bugs. Okay, that's almost enough eggs to feed Lewis. Donna, yeah. I mean, today. I mean, I didn't eat any eggs today, but generally speaking, I eat between 5 and 10 eggs a day. I got a new subscriber today too, says Maltese Phil. Yay! Let's subscribe to Maltese Phil. I paid $3.25 for 15 eggs today. Yeah, but you're down in Malta. I pay $3.80, I think, something like that, or $3.99. They raised it ever so slightly. Are they? What kind of eggs are they, Donna? Donna mentioned it, and Tulipa is here. Hello, Tulipa. Hello, Tulipa. What kind of chickens are they? Are they caged? Where are they? How do they feed? Do you feed them themselves, or do you let them go out in the backyard and eat the bugs? How do we feed the eggs? Well done, Phil. Love the stream, as I said. Yeah, okay, so we're promoting each other's streams. Very good job. Very good job. £2 85 for 12 at my local. Well, that's very good. Okay. Well, it got so expensive for a while, eggs. I don't even know why it got expensive, but you got to blame somebody, and I don't know who to blame. But it got expensive, and now it's back down to normal. It's like the same thing in America. Eggs were like super, super expensive, and now they're not less money. Who has streams and where? Well, here's a stream. You're on a stream right here. And then there's Maltese Phil. I lost a sub the other day. Is this a joke about going to Subway? I am still sure I stayed there. We'll investigate it. Where is this? In Malta. I only made scrambled eggs. I only make scrambled eggs or omelets. Why? Why? The health comes from eating the runny yolks. That's what I believe. Eat the runny yolks and you'll feel fine. I don't feel fine. I'm exhausted most of the time. I'm like just too exhausted. I did go out and walk a bit. I didn't walk that much. I don't know how many. I'm just going to guess I walked 32 steps. Let's see. Let's see how many steps I've walked. 4,000 steps. Maybe between now and this show and the next show, I'll go out and I'll walk another 4,000 steps. I meant, don't put yourself down, Lewis. You are good enough. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Claire, for saying that. Web Squirrel is back. Lewis, you coming to trigonometry party? Yes, I am. I've been invited. We sent you an invite. Thank you very much, Web Squirrel. There will be no raw eggs, just a free bar. Okay, I will. What day? I'm going to have to come. All right, I've actually got it in my. That's in December. That's just really great to be invited to a party. You know, you reach a certain age, and you're not quite as. I'm not going to say what day it is. Yes, I will come. I will come. I mean, there's certain times. You know, you don't realize this, everybody, but you stop being invited to parties when you reach that's why I got into stand-up comedy. I was 35 years old. No one was interested in me, and then they became interested in me, and then they lost interest in me, and lost interest, and now they're regaining the interest in me, which I do appreciate. Thank you very much, Web Squirrel. I do appreciate that really so much because I love those guys anyway. In that case, not that one laugh out loud. It was the opposite of little boats to Camino. What are we talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Go to the party. Thank you, Jed, sir. I'll go to the party. We'll have a party, and you'll be with me. This is a party right now. You're hanging out with Lewis Schaffer. You're hanging out. I'm not drinking. Maybe I'll have a drink or two. You know, not that I need a drink or two. But maybe you need a drink. I need to have a drink or two in order for me to be more pleasant for you. Or maybe I need to have a drink or two to make you more pleasant for me. What's that old saying? That's an old joke. I just had some phenomenal crepes. Worth the separations from the stream. Worth the separation. So you had some crepes. Crepes are delicious. But they're not healthy. But look at me. Look what I had. Look at how much sugar I had in those 2 Tesco slices. Well, it wasn't good. I'm weak, and I've been discussing it all day and thinking about it all day. And then I go across the way, and I thought to myself, I'll just have one of those. So I got the package. Package has two of them, and I had one of them. I had one. I'm saying it over and over. No, I had both of them. I shouldn't have had both of them, but I had both of them. Anyway, so welcome Saturday night, day 157. I've already gotten information that there's a big raw milk debate. Have any of you eaten raw milk? I have had raw milk Once. I've had raw milk once. What about milk that's pasteurized? That's been allowed to sit around all day. Is that still pasteurized? What about like the milk that I have, that I make it? I add kefir to it and let it sit around for 24 hours. Is that pasteurized? No, it's not. It's raw milk. It's raw milk. So, and what about our stomachs? What about eating food that's cooked and then you let it sit around a little bit? It gets germy. What about meat that's not cooked, that's red in the middle? You know, there's so many germs lying around. Like I always say, it's like a tiny little bit of germ that goes into your blood and kills you. That's not true. I don't believe in that at all. I am antivirus. I am anti-germ. I'm anti-vaccine. I am just in favor of being healthy. Not that I'm healthy. I'm not healthy at all. I'm a mess. I'm a mess. Maybe I need a holiday or something. Caroline Cooper says, yes, I've had raw milk. It's gorgeous and creamy. Yes, it's gorgeous and creamy. Why not? And it's not going to make you sick. And if it makes you sick, you just sit down and you get over it. You poo a little bit. Who knows what you do? But you get over it. Our stomachs are so acidic. They're as acidic as vultures or hyenas. We could eat rotten raw food, and we do. What do you think cured food is? It's rotten. It's rotten and raw. This is not the point, Claire. Grapes. It's not about grapes. It's not, but they're trying to make it seem like, ooh, people are killing themselves. Who is in favor of raw milk? People, our side. People who's not in favor of raw milk, who's in favor of boiling milk to take the death of it out, is all those greenie types, all the Green Party, Lib Dem Party, Labor Party people. We got to be protected. We've got to be safe. And I saw that. Okay. So that's very interesting, that raw milk debate. I don't even know if it's going on, or have any of you seen it, or was it sent to me directly? 2 shirts is a cool look, says MC Scott. A guy I went to college did it, and since then it's taken off. Is that a joke? Or he's taken it off, the 2 shirts? I mean, I had to do this because this is a short sleeve shirt. So I just figure, it's not that I need it. It's not that hot in here. I'll tell you what the temperature is. 25 degrees here. 25 degrees here. The humidity is 53%. So it's relatively humid. MC Scott. Donna, you won't get healthy stuff in your face. You won't get healthy stuff in your face with Tesco's cream slices, that's for sure. Yeah, you are right. And I had an apple afterwards. It was like so wrong. It was like absolutely wrong. And I also had, I ordered the hamburger and I ate half a slice of the half the bun. Half the bun. I'm a liar and a hypocrite. You know this about me. I'm a liar. I'm going to write it down now. I'm a liar and a hypocrite. Hamburger bun. Point, I don't know, maybe point, yeah, let's just say it was that. It was wrong. It was really, really, really wrong. I'm constantly, 25 is crazy for 2 shirts. Who said, okay, I missed a space here. Raw milk is Team World. Yes, it is. That's exactly right. Stewart is here. It's Team World. It's like saying you do what you want to do. Your body is strong enough. Go out in the sun, reduce stress, sleep properly, good diet, and one other thing. What's the other thing? Sun. Sun, stress, less stress, more sun, less stress, more sun, more sleep, good food. And you can eat whatever you want to eat, but just be careful. If you feel sick, stop feeling sick. Sit down. No, not a joke. Wearing two shirts intentionally. I mean, I just thought this would, not that it would look a bit better. It's always weird to walk around in a cold day. I had a heavy jacket, but, why not? Lewis, get some pens for your shirts, like Steve Bannon. What kind of pens, Shanks? You mean like here? Like a pen right there, like that? Can you see that? I don't know. How about like that? Do you remember when if you put the pen like that, the ink would flow out? Do you remember that? You're probably not old enough to remember that, but I am, because I'm the oldest one here. My ex-girlfriend once asked me to run her a milk bath. I asked if she wanted it pasteurized, and she replied, no, just up to my boobs is fine. I don't understand what that would mean. Pasteurized. Past her eyes. Okay, I get that. Past her eyes. No, just up to her boobs. Russ, 1974, good joke. Okay, 25 degrees. That's warm. Oh, yeah, that's how much it is here. That's warm. Let alone two shirts. It's about 18 degrees here. I'm sorry, Kermit. I'm sorry. This is Southwark Council. They want to give people as hot as they can make it to keep them happy, to keep the people happy and voting for them so they can basically, that's what they do. They keep it happy in the council houses. I struggle with being incredibly hot. Incredibly hot. No, Hunter says, with our weather, let alone anything above 20 CL. Can't imagine dressing so heavily in warm weather. You're incredibly hot. Well, because you're from Greece, yeah. But I mean, it gets cold in Greece, maybe in the wintertime, or maybe not super cold, but cold enough. Does it ever snow in Athens? I think it could snow in Athens occasionally. Lewis, at least 8 uncooked egg yolks, raw meat, Parmesan, butter, no veg, no fruit, and not anything else. I'm just not sure. Well, that's what I eat. I mean, obviously, I don't sneak a bowl of salad or a plate of carrots, but I do sneak some fruit. I do sneak an ice cream. I do sneak, other bad food. But 90% of my diet is that. Why is that hard to understand, Joe? That's what I eat. Uncooked egg yolks, raw meat, Parmesan, and butter. That's what I eat. Go to my website. For everybody else can go to my website and look at the website, and that's what it is. I was just about to say, yeah, wear a pen in your shirt pocket at one's own risk. If it's facing down, you're not gonna get bloody, whatever it is. I don't know when they're off to the USA. I don't know what they're doing in the USA, but I think, I've known those guys, not as long. I know Constantine. I've never known him that long, really. But they've really made a big success of themselves. Athens rarely gets snow, but the rest of the coastal areas get it regularly. Non-coastal areas, inland, right? Inland. Many nice ski resorts around the Pindus this time of year. Ski resorts. Where is Pindus? I'm going to look at a map and see what Pindus is. Do you mind? Pindus. Pindus, Greece. Oh, look at the mountains there. Is that like where Mount Olympus is? It's over there near Albania a bit. Pindus. Did you want to see a map of the area, people? Did you want to see a map? Here's a map. Oh, I see. Well, Greece is not a large country, but That's far inland. Here's Athens. I guess it's warm. It's further south and it's on the water. So you're not going to get a lot of snow. How about this map? Let's look for snowfall in Greece. It does snow in Greece, with the northern mainland regions experiencing yearly snow from approximately November to April, while some areas get consistent snow. Okay, it can happen. Climate change is causing a decline in the duration and depth of snow. Look at the finger. Northern Greece, Thessalonica, and Macedonia are prone to yearly snowfall. What does that mean? Erratic patterns, impact on water resources, potential for heavy. That doesn't really say how much it snows. Does it snow in Greece? Let's see if we can find an image. Look at the snow. How amazing is snow? It's really, we don't get much snow in this country, but it is amazing. Yeah. It's amazing. Lewis, did you see Francis Foster Minute on Kill Tony? No, I didn't see him. No. Was he good? I hope he was good. Athens rarely gets snow, but the rest of the non-coastal. Okay, I read that already, Lewis. Why are you reading that again? I didn't see Shanks. So what do you say about Francis Foster? And listen, everybody, let's say thank you to Shanks for the thumbnails. Brilliant thumbnails. Northampton, UK is generally one of the last places to get snow in England. Why would that be, MC Scott? Claire says that I struggle with being incredibly hot. I'm incredibly hot. Thank you. I'm going to believe, someday I might believe you, but I don't really believe you. Not all that screen message is showing here. Is that true? Why aren't they showing? Why are they not showing? Let's see what's going on here. Maybe I've got to go here. I've got to go here. How about this? Oh, come on. Oh, there it is. No. You should be seeing it. It says top chat. I don't know why you're not getting all the messages. Here we go. Are you there? I'm seeing your messages. It does snow in Greece, even in Athens, in the hills. Yeah, it's not super. What is the latitude of Athens? It's not super low. It's low, but it's like it snows in Israel, too. In Jerusalem, but that's a little bit higher up in the air. Live. I set it to live chat, exactly. Thank you, MC Scott. Talking of bad climate change, more like geoengineering change. If you believe in that, if you believe they're able to do that, I don't think so. I don't think they're smart enough to pull off a geoengineering thing like that. When you say climate change, what do you mean by climate change? Are there any more hurricanes going on in the world? I don't think there are. Or tornadoes? I don't think there are. Is the weather that much worse? I don't think it is. So, that's up to you. Lewis should insist on going on trigonometry. He'd probably break Constantine, though. I don't know. I'm not a political commentator. I guess I am, but I'm not. I don't know. Well, we're smack bang in the middle of England. I imagine it has something to do with it, but cannot say for sure. That's smack bang in the middle. That's going to be the coldest place in Britain, in the middle of England. The warmest places are on the coasts. Then it's not warm, but it's not icy and cold. Okay? So that MC Scott, I don't think that's true. Once every 20 years or more could barely be considered regular. Golan gets a lot of snow. in Israel, I think. Yeah, that's where the ski resort is, in the Golan Heights. But they got more snow than other places, but there are places, but it doesn't snow all the time there. I mean, there is the ski resort there, which Israel fought to take away, but I don't know how much. 1,000,000% geoengineering is a thing. Yeah, maybe it's geoengineering. You wouldn't put it past them, though, because they're evil, lying, CUN, Tuesdays, whatever. That's what they are. They're bad people. They're just liars. Storm last night was terrible, says Kermit. Terrible. Wheelie bins blown around the garden. Worst I've seen. It's been bad. It's been bad. But it's still the weather. There isn't much weather in this country, let's be honest. Weather, this climate, and the climate is basically cloudy most of the year. That's the weather, Lewis. Too cold for snowing is a saying. Too cold for snow. Well, because it depends where the snow is coming in from. If it comes from a dry place, it's not that it's cold, it's just coming in from a dry place. What does Joe say? Joe says Lewis, which is my name. I'm so bothered about the egg yolk thing. I'm posting this. Eating 8 egg yolks every day is not recommended for most healthy people and could be harmful as excess of cholesterol intake. First of all, I'm not afraid of cholesterol. So, where did you read that? Who are the lying CUNTs who posted that and make us believe it? I've eaten 8 eggs a day. I'm not worried about cholesterol. Cholesterol is what gives me vitality and life, makes my skin all moist, makes my brain work. People like Joe Biden have very low cholesterol, and they're senile. So I take that back, Joe. I want an apology from you. No, I don't. Never have a discussion about climate change because it always turns into a heated debate. There you go, Russ. Good job. That's a good joke. Francis said he bombed on Kill Tony, but I thought he was okay. He got picked out of the bucket at random, like everyone else, to do a 1-minute stand-up. So he did a minute of stand-up. I don't usually watch the show. Where is the show on? Is there this video? Is that what it is? Perhaps Too Cold for Snow is a local thing. I don't know, though. Okay, maybe we should Google what it says. How about that? Let's Google what it says. Can it be too cold for snow? See, it's been listening to us. No. Not that it's too cold for snow, but rather it's extremely cold air holds very little moisture. Okay? It's a myth that comes from the fact that heavy snows require both low temperatures and moisture. When temperatures drop very low, the lack of moisture is a limiting factor. The capacity of air to hold water vapor decreases as the temperature drops. So for snow to form, there must be sufficient moisture in the air. So if it's too cold, is that the right answer to the question? Heavy snowfalls often aren't at absolute coldest temperature. Major snowfalls are rare when the temperature is very low. What about in Antarctica? What about in that place? How about that place, Antarctica? There's huge areas of a desert. Not that proves anything. Okay, not that proves anything. So Maltese Phils, my OF family, have been without power for a week. Oh, your girlfriend. I thought it said OF. Has been without power for a week since the last typhoon. That's bad weather. Well, you're in Malta too. You're in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea. I'm not saying that that's bad weather, but it could be possibly bad weather. But you have a girlfriend. Are you bragging now? Maltese Phil, are you bragging? Tulipa is thanking MC Scott and Shanks. Well, we thank them too. No thanks to me. What did I do? Tulipa? What did I say? Right, Lewis. Type in to YouTube Geoengineering Med Office and they will explain themselves what they do. 12-year-old clip. What are they trying to do? Are they trying to raise the temperature or lower the temperature? I mean, obviously, you could probably have some control over the temperature by putting clouds in the sky, but it might also warm up the temperature because the cold air won't dissipate into space, Donna. Donna says KLM cargo planes that take off from Amsterdam are flat out at it most days. Okay, KLM. That's the Dutch airline. Why do Native Americans hate snow? Says Russ. Because it's white and settles on their land. That's a political joke. Very good. Very good. I'm not saying I'm sorry. It rarely snows in Antarctica. It just stays frozen. That's true. That's exactly right. It doesn't snow as much there. There are places that it snows a lot, but it doesn't snow much. There are places where it doesn't snow, where it's a desert, but it snows today. It'll stay around for a year or two. It depends. That doesn't melt. It depends on part of the world. In the UK, snow, Kermit says, snow usually happens around the freezing mark, give or take a few degrees. That's not to say it can't snow in other places at much colder temperatures. I think it does, but there is something about that, maybe the cold weather. Warmelian comes in. I've been here the whole time, but I had to go to the store to get not ice cream. Well, what did you get? Tell us what you got. You should clarify my girlfriend is from the Philippines. Very nice. Is she I'm going to say, is she pretty? But she most likely is. They're nice people, the Filipinos. Until you maybe marry them and they got their family at home and they don't love you as much as they used to. You know? Okay. There was some storms there. Well, let's hope. We're hoping, Gnome Hunter or Blackadder, that everything is going to work out there. And wait. No, you're in Greece. Going to get cold in the UK next week. I should hope so. It's already, it's going to be December coming up. It gets cold. When I was a kid, we had real snowdrift. Yeah, it always seems like you got huge snowdrifts because when you're this tall, anything above this height is a huge snowdrift. Joe Warrior says this. Yes, we do. Couldn't get out of the house about 6 years ago, and I'm in Portsmouth, down south. Yeah, maybe you couldn't get. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I once dated a girl from Laos. I think there's an O in Laos. Unless it's Lucerne. MC Scott. Unless it's Lucerne. Okay. Filipino women are gorgeous, says Russ. Yeah. They can be gorgeous. Liz Bentley says hi. Okay. Well, hello, Liz Bentley. I'm sure that geoengineering started in the late 1800s by throwing sulfur out of balloons to make it rain. I don't think they used balloons in the late 1800s. You couldn't put that much stuff in the thing, and they didn't go up that high and all that stuff. I think it sounds like an American concept, the idea of changing the weather and changing the world and just bothering stuff. You can't just leave stuff alone. Thai women tend to actually be men. They're not all amazing. Thai women. Thai women. I've heard that they are predicting a snowy winter in New York State. Not looking forward to shoveling the driveway. That's what happens. You live in New York. And you live in a snowier area than New York City. Right? So it's going to snow more. It snows way more up there. Up in Peekskill. It's about 60 miles north of New York City. Is that about right? I'm just guessing. I have no idea. How many miles north of New York City is Peekskill, New York? Let's look for that. Are you ready to look for that? How many miles is Peekskill out of New York? What did I say? What did I say, everybody? What did I say? 35 miles north. It's 35 miles north. Out of New York City. Oh, okay. City. It says 35 miles. I thought it might be 60. It's 35 miles. But 35 miles could be a long distance. It could be a long distance. 35 miles. Okay, so what can you do? It can snow. There are some years that it snows a lot in New York. 1997 or something. It was like snowy every week it snowed. Every week, about an hour via Metro North commuter rail to get to Grand Central Station, Marion. How much does it cost to take the train into New York? Peekskill is 5-minute walk from the Bronx. No. Well, maybe there are trains there. Why would you think I made up snow in Portsmouth? Bloody hell. I mean, I'm not saying you can make it up. It can snow. It can snow, but yeah, maybe I'm wrong for just saying that you couldn't open the door. You couldn't open the door. Maybe that was wrong. Marian, how much does it cost? I'm going to check to see how much it costs. Cost of train ticket, New York City to Peekskill. $39 minutes. £13. Is that a one-way ticket? Let's see what a round trip. Cost of round. We would say round trip. Train ticket. New York to Peekskill. £24 to £38. 12 to 19 pounds. The total cost depends. I mean, how does that compare with the English prices to go 35 miles? How does that compare? I'm applying Urax cream to my ears, Lewis. Good for itchy ears. You know it's good for itchy ears, which you don't listen to me, is lower your carbs. Lower your carbs. I'm on medium carbs. I'm like embarrassed to say it. I've gone wild. She couldn't get out of the house because she forgot her keys. Is that what you're saying, Caroline Cooper? I'm applying, yeah. The Asian MILFs running massage parlors with happy endings. The Asian MILFs are running massage parlors with happy endings. Yeah, that's what they do. That's what they do there in Thailand. I mean, not for long after the Islamists take over. I wish we were 5 minutes from the Bronx. I'd go to Arthur Avenue and get some decent Italian bread and some chicken sausage. Both of those things. Bread is bad. I had bread yesterday. And I woke up. I weighed a kilo more. I can't control myself. Bread is bad. And chicken sausage. How could you have chicken sausage? That doesn't sound right. That doesn't, because Americans, we like, oh my God, chicken, chicken, chicken. It's not a healthy meat. It's not a it's not a healthy meat. I don't think it is. I don't think it's a healthy meat. Just because it's the South Coast, no one believes that it snows. When it does, it's mad. Right? It depends which way the wind is blowing. If the wind is blowing from the northeast, like over the Baltic Sea, you can get cold weather. If it's going the other direction, if it's coming from the south, it's usually not cold. Okay, Lynmouth. I've been to Lynmouth. I did a gig in Lynmouth. I like that town, Lynmouth. Okay, who wants to see Lynmouth? According to Donna, let's see what Donna says about Lynmouth. Lynmouth. What am I looking up? I'm looking up Lynmouth climate change. That's not what I'm looking up. That's not what I'm looking at. Sorry. So I'm gonna let me go back a step. Let me go back a step. Operation 1952, Operation Cumulus. 1952, Operation Cumulus. Okay? This is for you, Donna. Was a UK government project to investigate weather manipulation, primarily through cloud seeding. 1949 to 1952. The project is relevant to Plymouth because of the conspiracy theory that the experiments caused the catastrophic Lynmouth flood in North Devon, which resulted in 34 deaths. Heavy rain over the whole of the West Country, including the surrounding area. But there is no evidence. Well, that's what they're saying. There's no evidence, but that doesn't mean. Um, 9 inches of rain fell in Exmoor, on Exmoor. Lynmouth is in the north part, so if it rains in Exmoor, it comes up the north within 24 hours, sending 90 million tons of water down the narrow valley into Lynmouth. In 2001, BBC Radio documentary suggested a link. So that's 50 years later, noting that RAF logbooks and personal testimony confirmed experiments were going on in August 1952. Can you see this here? Unearthed documents suggest, but this is in The Guardian. I mean, bunch of liars. The disaster was officially termed the hand of God, but new evidence suggests that a team of international scientists working with the RAF was experimenting with artificial rainmaking in southern Britain in the same week and could possibly be implicated. The thing was, we don't trust our government. Do you trust our government? It snowed here in Kent, Joe says, about 4 years ago. All of the downs were pure white. I lived in Ashford at the time and took the train to school. All the services were suspended for a week. Yeah, I remember that. And people were trapped. Yeah, it was, and it depends on where you live. I saw the map, how many inches of snow do you need to have in order for them to close school? And in some places, like Alaska, it's 0, or And in other places, it's like half an inch. It snowed a little bit. We got to close the school. From what I remember, there was hail more often than snow in Attica, where I lived. Not sure why, but we used to hope snow would follow. Yeah. Well, when I first moved here 25 years ago, there was a period of very heavy hailing, lots and lots of hail. I noticed it then, and haven't noticed any hail recently. Has any of you noticed that? Do you know what the police? Do you know the police were once after Will Smith after a snowstorm, and he found him by doing the Fresh Prince. Oh, I see, Fresh Prince, like the French Prince of Bel-Air. Heavy snow in our area would be 12 to 18 inches. That's right. That's right. I know it. I went to school up there. I grew up in New York. I know what heavy snow is, 12 to 18 inches. It's a pain when you clear the driveway and then the snow plows do it to the streets and block the end of your driveway. It has to be dug out again. Marianne, people in this country probably won't understand that. They don't understand the idea that that they've got guys clearing the streets. But that's what you need. And we used to go around making a few extra dollars doing, snow clearing. I'll take rain over snow any day of the week. Well, rain is such a nothing, but a snow is a life-changing event. Life-changing event. Donna Aylesbury, thank you very much. Yes. I mean, is that proving anything that people died in a freak flood? What about that? What about that flood in that other place in Cornwall a couple of years back? What was that other town? Did it begin with a B? I don't even remember what it was called. Do you remember that? Anybody remember the other? Now I'm going to have to look for the name of the town. Is that Devon, or is it a Cornwall flood? Cornwall flood. 2024. Boscastle. Am I pronouncing that correctly? The Boscastle flood. When was that? When was the flood? What was the worst flood in Cornwall? August 2004. The Cornish village of Boscastle, washing cars and buildings into the sea and putting people's lives in danger. Yeah. I mean, what do you blame that? Do you blame global warming on that? I don't know. It's hard to say. Lewis, I know that. I am merely stating facts. Bad stuff happening from snow in the South. That's all. Yeah, well, remember that the English South is not that far south. It's not that far north. It's not that far south. Right, it's not far south. The English South is like being in New Hampshire in America. But because it's by the water, it's not usually affected by cold weather, but it can be affected by cold weather. Heavy snow in our area would be, okay, that's what Marianne says. Am I forgetting something? And Maltese points out that it never really snows in Malta. Okay, that's all you got to know. It never snows in Malta, but it might snow in Sicily. But Sicily has some high mountains. How high are the mountains in Sicily? Let's see what it says. What is the highest point in Sicily? Sicily. Mount Etna, 11,000 feet. Of course, it's going to snow up there. Let me just check. Where does it snow? In Sicily. Where does it snow in Sicily? Sicily. Mount Etna, the Nebrodi and Madoni ranges receive snow for a few weeks during the winter. Lower peaks, like those near Palermo, are less likely to get snow and is rare at sea levels, though it can occur. It can occur. It can occur. We learned something about Sicilian snow. Go to Mount Etna. It's only 3 miles across, but they're not building a tunnel. They're not, or maybe they're thinking about it, but they said they're not because it's right on a gap between a fault line. I've seen the videos. I learned about that in sixth form, says Gnome Hunter. They attributed it to a flash flood, but I'm not sure I'm not sure I could believe the RAF did it on purpose. Well, they probably didn't think it was going to be as bad as that. They just thought, oh, there's going to be an slight increase in the rain. I mean, giving them the benefit of the doubt back in the day. I just saw a video about LSD and not LSD and how they were like experimenting with people. They thought it was all benign and stuff, which it is relatively benign. And the next thing you know, people are like, they're not doing that well. I learned about that. Okay, that's what Gnome Hunter says. Dave, Dark Arts Dave. Good to see you, Dave. Thanks for coming in. There'll be less flooding if they sorted out the drains in the UK. They also keep building so there is less ground to soak it up. Yes. They've got to sort out the drains. They've got to have a separate drainage system because the drainage system that we have now goes directly into the sewage plants. Okay, so I am with you, Dark Arts Dave. Thank you for participating, Dark Arts Dave. Okay, thank you very much. My neighbor, Russ says, who is very sexually promiscuous, Lewis Schaffer, or at least I wish I was, once told me that she loves sex outside when it's snowing, but the only thing she never knows is how many inches she will get. Okay, that's all. That's pretty good. I'm not laughing that much today, but I like those kind of jokes. My mother used to love those kind of dirty jokes like that. I'd like to have months of snow every year. Yeah. Well, that's one of the things about a continental climate. We don't have a continental climate here. It's a maritime climate. You're not going to have months of snow. It's never going to get that cold. But if we live, like, for example, if you lived in Ohio or Pennsylvania or upstate New York or even New York, you're going to get cold weather, and then in the wintertime, it's going to snow. That's what's called a continental climate. I know all about this thing. I'm very knowledgeable. What do you think about weather modification? Another huge factor. Well, we've been discussing that, Dark Arts Dave, and Donna thinks there's incredible heavily weather modification. I'm not so sure they can do as much as you think they can. And as we get older, the whole world just seems miserable. I've been miserable. Do I seem miserable to you people? Yes, experimenting on troops with LSD was indeed a big thing. Yeah, they did it. They wanted people to like have their minds cleared, to not be trusted, to actually look into the minds of our enemies to get the information that they had. That was the LSD thing, And I watched the heroin thing too. Very really interesting with heroin. Created, they thought it was going to be the best thing ever, but it wasn't. It wasn't the best thing ever. Yes, Joe says Lewis, and that was my point. It happened occasionally since I've lived here. No one's prepared for it, and it's not. And since it's not, no one is prepared for it, as it is not believed it will happen. Not that way in the South, surely. You talk about weather modification. And then what's his name do? What did Keir Starmer do? Saying, "Oh, everyone's always mentioning weather modification. Maybe we should do it." I mean, how believable was that? That was shocking. I'm an ambassador for the UK with the aliens, Keith. This is what MC Scott is saying. Okay, let's get back on track. Ooh, Men Who Stare at Goats springs to mind. That was the film with George Clooney, wasn't it? That thing. I mean, it's not that people believe in crazy things. All things are crazy in the beginning, and you've got to test it out. You've got to test it out. Why is Joodles? Joodles is here and Joodles is late. I was just thinking, where is Joodles? Where is Joodles? Why are you late, Joodles? I have missed you. I'm going to go in the other room. What I'd like everybody to do, if you can you like this stream, please? Can you also subscribe to the stream if you haven't subscribed to it? And I'll be right back. Can we do that? Subscribe to the screen. Like the screen. Maybe join Discord. How about joining Discord? How about going on Twitter? Where is the Twitter thing here? Let's make sure you can see the Twitter. Let's see if we can see the Twitter. Can we see the Twitter? Let's go to the Twitter. Can we go to the Twitter? Lewis at Lewis Schaffer on Twitter, on X. Let's go there. Let's go. Maybe send Lewis a thing for coffee because I'm exhausted. Send the stream a cup of coffee right now. Okay? Because Keir Starmer's behind everything. I'll Google what he said about climate change. Starmer and climate change. I don't see the quote. Take my word, he said something crazy like that. Okay? So what about going to PayPal or Patreon? How about Patreon? Go to Patreon? Okay, good choice. Or Ko-fi. How do you spell Ko-fi? ko-fi.com/Lewis Schaffer. Let's do that. Let's go to Ko-fi. Let's go to let's press the thumbs up. Can you see the thumbs up thing right there? There you go, Lewis Schaffer. Okay? Joe hasn't been lying to me. She's not. She just, and I believe her. I believe you, Joe. Don't worry about it. I believe you. It pissed me off that no one ever reacted to anything I've said here. So throw my toys out of the pram and quit. Everybody is. We're all responding to this. Can't read. You put out so much stuff. We can't all respond to so much stuff. Everything is fine. Everything is fine, Scott. You're okay, Joe. We're friends on Discord. Let's all be friends on Discord. Let's think of something. 1984 was a story. It's more of a blueprint now. Yes, it is. I remember we were talking about maybe doing a book club thing. Maybe we were going to do a book club, 1984. Are we going to do that? Do you think we're going to do a book club? 1984. What year was 1984 written? Yeah, there's the stream. Thank you very much, Carmen. I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, I'll be back in a second. There we go. There we go. Caroline Cooper. That's a good guess, but that's not right, Caroline Cooper. What year was 1984 written? Thank you. Everybody join Discord, so we're all on Discord at some point. How do you join Discord? If I'm allowed to, you are allowed to join. Everyone's allowed to join who's here. Thanks for the help. It was written in 1948. It was so 84 was like the reverse of 1948. And then now already, what year is it now? That's 41 years ago. Can you believe it? 1984 is 41 years ago from today. What is the question, Gnome Hunter? According to Lewis, you don't. According to Lewis, you don't. Don't what? I'm only joking, but I admire his skepticism. More could benefit from it. What don't I? What did you say, Gnome Hunter? Write it again. Thank you. I know where I live and what I've experienced. I'm not saying I don't believe you. I'm not saying that I say like, oh, I don't know. I don't know what's true. You couldn't get out of your house. That's believable. There could be freak storms anywhere. Anywhere it can happen. It doesn't have to happen in the entire country. It doesn't have to happen in the entire country. I don't think it does. But the idea of you can't get out of your house. I mean, maybe it is true. It is true. There has been so little snow in this country. There was like no snow last year, no snow the year before. I've got new boots, though. I've got new boots that my kid gave me I don't know, he's about to throw them out or something, but they were perfectly good boots. Vatnai says, I put 2 of my videos on Discord and nobody watched them. That's not true. I watched them. Why are you yelling? Does it sound like I'm yelling? I don't know, because I don't want Joe to think that I'm disregarding what she has to say. I don't like anybody thinking that I'm disregarding that they have to say. And crikey, Joodles. I love when Joodles always writes crikey, crikey, crikey. Joodles. Oh, okay. The thing is, though, my whole life I've never been accepted into any club or organization. Even the sex offenders registry won't have me. Okay. It's a funny idea, Lewis. If you click on the name and then choose channel activity, you can see the messages that person has sent. Where? Here on my stream here or on Discord? Kermit, would that just be on Discord? Would that be on Discord or would that be on here on Livestream? Let's see. So Gnome Hunter says, Joe, perhaps not regarding such trivial things, but for the most part, it's better to not just accept what you are told. I agree with that. I don't accept, no matter what it is. I mean, I'm going to say, before I go around saying, do you know that it snowed so much in Portsmouth? How do you know it snowed so much? Well, this woman that I know, her name is Jo. Is she a woman? Well, she says she's a woman. I've seen pictures, but you don't know anything about anything. Even things you experience it yourself. All those people who died of COVID, they were told you died of COVID. They were lied to. All those people who died of AIDS, they were lied to. Sorry. Lewis, I'm faithful and can't get out of my house, but I'm trying to. Okay, and yes. Yeah, okay, I believe you. But you can't say that that's true just because somebody told you it was true, right? Can you do that? I'm not sure you could do that. The YouTube chat. Okay, let's go to the YouTube chat. So what should I do on the YouTube chat? What do I have to press on? What do I have to press on Kermit? He says, Lewis, if you click on the name, then choose channel activity, you can see the messages that person has sent. Okay, there you go. Well, let's see if I can get that to do. There you go. Channel activity. All the activity from Gnome Hunter. There you go. He sent messages here and on oh my God, look at all the messages. Oh my God, there's so many messages from Gnome Hunter. Let's see. Let's pick another name. Can I pick another name? That's really brilliant. I've just learned something. Thank you, Kermit. I've learned something from Kermit. Everyone, I'm giving Kermit a big round of applause. Let's see what my girlfriend Jo says. Jo says channel activity. Look at all the channel activity. So much stuff. When did she join in? Oh my God, there's so much channel activity. I can't look at all of it. It's only 3 per day, and I'm still in October. Okay. I'm gonna see if there's anybody else in here. Let's see. Let's see from one of my other girlfriends or boyfriends. Alex. Let's see what Alex has done. Channel activity. Alex. Today and yesterday and 54. And the 8th and the 6th. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in all this time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's quite brilliant. So, can I repeat myself? If you want to know if you want to see what you've written to me, all you need to do is you need to go to live chat, okay? And you press on your picture. You press on your picture. And then you see, like, there's Warmelian. There's Dark Arts Dave. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. Thank you very, very much. We've got 30 people watching. We've done really well for ourselves. Okay. So day 157. We've done really, really well. Really, really well. Okay. All right. So have we had a good time today? I think this has been a good. I don't know. Is this been a? It's been a stream. The COVID was a load of guff, says Dark Arts Dave. Worked in a hospital. Loved how the flu magically vanished. It was just a huge test to see how we complied. Fear is what they use. It's sickening. 100% agree with you, Dave. Lewis Schaffer's a fan of Dark Arts Dave. I agree. They just want us to be in a panic. And we're sitting there applauding the NHS. I don't believe it. I don't believe it, but I'm with you. I don't think Prince Andrew will go on Discord because Discord, okay. I mean, let's leave him alone. Let's leave him alone. Do you have any subtitles for this, Lewis? Or, oh, this is Alfie Cap is here. Or is this your Marcel Marceau impersonation? What subtitles for this? You could add your own subtitles, Alfie Cap. Thank you very much, Alfie Cap, for coming in here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There's Joodles. Joodles wants to know why am I yelling? Why am I yelling? Because I'm angry. I'm an angry little man, Joodles. A little man. Do you find me pretty? I don't think I'm that pretty anymore. I was never that pretty, but I think my nose is like sticking out of my face. It's so big. And I'm losing my lips. I used to have like beautiful lips. I've lost my lips. I've lost my lips. I've lost my lips. I've lost my lips. So let me thank everybody. Before I say thank you, can you do this stream a favor so I can feel like I'm not wasting my time? Is like the stream, and if you haven't, subscribe to the stream so I can tell you when the stream is coming up. Like this, that's the thumbs up thing. The subscribe thing, I'm making like a shape, like a bell. It's like a bell. It's like a bell. And like, as I said before, make sure we're on Discord. Make sure we've got right here is Twitter, that we're on Twitter, so you can communicate with me on Twitter. Maybe, I mean, remember I used to be so distant from you people. I used to be a big TV celebrity, a comedy celebrity, as often seen on GB News. Famous. And now maybe I'm just like you. I'm not quite as interesting as I used to be. What do you mean? I just got distracted, says Joe. So thank you, Joe. Lewis, can you do the trapped in a box routine? What do you mean, this one here? Is that the trapped in a box, or there's a wall or something? Is that what that is? Thank you, Russ. Thank you, Kermit, for everything that you've done, which is you've done. The reason why this stream works as well as it works is a lot because of Kermit. So a round of applause for Kermit. Gnome Hunter, thank you very much. Joodles. Lucy was not here. I don't know where Lucy is, but it would be nice if maybe she doesn't like me anymore. You know, if she doesn't like me, there's nothing I can do about it. Dark Arts, I appreciate what you said about the COVID thing. It's a big 100% scam. 100% scam from start to finish, because there is no flu germ, there's no COVID germ, there's no vaccine for the COVID germ, there's no people dying from the COVID germ. It's all schmutz. That's what I believe. Donna Aylesbury, she's Donna is into cloud seeding. She's into blocking out the sky. I might agree with you on this. I might agree that that's possible. Not even possible that they're actually doing it. You wouldn't put it past them because they're a bunch of lying bastards. I don't know if I'm allowed to use that word. But that's what they are. Jedster was here. Brilliant. Maltese Phil. Always think about Malta. Maybe I need a holiday in Malta. Tulipa. How about that? Possibility. You know? I mean, this was Caroline Cooper. We've had 30 people watching this. Excellent. 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 So thank you very much. Thank you. Who else am I thanking? MC Scott. Thank you. Sorry we haven't paid enough attention to you. But and I should pay more attention to you. So I'm thanking you right now. Basically, I'll thank you again and again and again. Anybody else? Is anybody else? Joodles. I love you, Joodles. Anything else that I need to say thank you to? Anybody else? Warmelian. Craig is here. You can stick your Palestine, and you can stick your, what does that mean? What does that mean? Is this on our side or is that on their side? What does that mean? You know what? Guess what I'm going to do, Kermit? I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go over here and see what I can do. See if I can see if he said anything before. There's a slight delay. There's a slight delay. Thank heavens Lewis was brought down a peg or two by GB News. Yeah, by the GB News gods, and was forced to join us normal folks down here in the world of no glitter. Yeah. Maybe it's the best thing for me. Craig has had a bit too much to drink. Where is Craig? I don't see Craig here. Okay. All right. Thank you, Craig. Idea forever. Okay. And he deleted that other message. Us Christians will always stand. Okay, yeah. I mean, listen, you don't need to shout any of that stuff. Could you do me a favor, Craig? Can you like the group? That thumbs up over there. Thumbs up. Can you subscribe? I think we've done. Oh, there. Jedster. Okay, so Andrew Rubin, Craig, thank you very much. MJ Tigerfang comes in a bit late, but all right. Thumbs up. Press the thumbs up there. I think it's been good. I'll see you tonight at 10:30. At 10:30, you're going to come back. Let's come back at 10:30. The more we do, the better off we are. I'm going to go take a nap for about 10 minutes, and then I'll post this up, and then you can listen to it again. Anything else? Anybody want to say? Have I forgotten anybody to say thank you to? Thank you, Craig, for coming in. Next time, you don't need to be that insistent. We're all on the same team here. Or at least I'm on your team. Or maybe you're on my team. Maybe there isn't a team. Marianne, I blow you a kiss. And I envy Alex, too. I regret that there's not enough sun here. And not enough snow here. But maybe there will be in the future. Maybe there will be. All right, I'm saying goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, everybody. There we go. Goodbye, everybody.